It's time for another edition of Coach's Corner with Mike Aldridge. Coach, we're coming off a tough one against Minnesota Duluth. You know, you've been playing two quarterbacks for a couple weeks now. You said they were coming off probably their most productive outing of the season. What kind of changed and gave them a couple more fits in this week's game that you want them to recover from?
Well, they went against a really good defense, and that's always going to affect how you play. They had a lot of constant pressure on us, so we weren't really ever able to sit back, gather, and be able to make a lot of throws. Perfect throws every single time on timing, so that was difficult. We tried to work some of our quarterback run game. When we did do that, we'd have some guys missing some blocks. Hadn't missed them all week, so we had a lot of things going against us. I think maybe the environment got to them a little bit. Big homecoming game up there, and there's a lot of history at Duluth, so I think that might have had some to play in it. Not a lot of our guys have ever been there, so that was we had a lot of adversity. Let's just put it that way.
All right. Now, you were surprised that the line had a couple trouble plays here and there that you didn't really see in practice. Given that surprised you, is that something that should be easily correctable, hopefully this week before Crookston?
Well, hopefully, yeah. I mean, I think we did a better job in the second half regrouping and kind of getting back in control of what we can control. A lot of our mistakes are still unforced errors. I mean, it's all on us. And when you're playing a good team, if you want to give yourself a chance, you got to be error-free, and that's our biggest problem. So we just got to keep hammering it away on it.
All right, now going into this Crookston matchup, expecting the two quarterback look again, is there a chance down the home stretch, depending on how one guy plays versus another, that somebody could take the reins for the rest of this season, or do you just want to continue to see what you have the rest of the way?
Well, possibly. I mean, if you watched the game, you saw that Andy Jones really played more towards the end of the game. We didn't really go a full two platoon. We brought him in situational opportunities. So we're gonna ride the hand that's going to be most productive for us. I think we do definitely want to try to rely on our running game as well, and we're going to keep hammering away until we can be successful on it, so we can learn. But yeah, we want to try to keep as much consistency as possible.
All right, now Crookston, they've had their troubles pretty much all season long. You guys are only a game ahead of them in the standings, but you've looked much more competitive in stretches during this season. So how do you kind of just prepare these guys to just focus and not play down to that kind of a level?
Well, we're not far from their level, and so it's for us, what we still have to be in search of is how do we play the perfect game? How can we do what we need to do, quit making stupid mistakes that we keep making, work to go out and try to win a football game instead of trying to not lose a game. I think we have a little bit too much of that in us right now, and being able to go out and be competitive and get after it. I think Crookston's really hungry. Obviously, they want to get their win, and I'm sure this is a game that they're looking at as it's going to be their best chance here before the end of the season. So they're going to probably let all their bullets fly, and we got to be prepared for that, and we got to be in our own attack mode as well.
All right, thanks, Coach. The Beavers stay on the road this weekend. We're going to Crookston. We'll be right back.